Do not change the world without. If this is a subject that piques your interest, please stay tuned till the end of this segment. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Do not change the world without. Change the world within. The world is a mirror. Trying to change the world without is as fruitless as breaking the mirror to change your face. Change your face, leave the world alone, and change your conceptions you have of yourself and the vision you have in your mirror, the vision you have in your world will be satisfactory. That's from Neville Goddard. And that's an amazing piece of nugget. So that's an amazing nugget of wisdom, sorry. Why? Because we all do this. We all take actions, fruitless action, generally speaking, in the hope of changing the world. Now, let me be very clear. Actions are necessary. Actions will help you change the world. Now, it might seem contradictory to what I just said, but it is really not. Why? Because what actions I'm talking about the actions you force when your mind, your thoughts have not been aligned prior to taking those actions. And generally speaking, those actions are ones that you are taking out of fear and desperation. Those are the actions I'm talking about. My friend used to tell me, never take desperate actions. And as humans, we take a lot of desperate actions because we think that if we take this action, that this action will solve our problems. Now, it can be true. Don't get me wrong. But the more important thing we need to do is change our conceptions of ourselves. Because once we change our conceptions of ourselves, we will get to do the actions we need to take naturally and organically. And that's a concept I got from Joseph Haley, the other YouTuber named Joseph Haley. Very, very good YouTuber. I strongly encourage you guys to check his channel out. And he said that as soon as you change your concept of self and you have impressed your mind and you have changed your limiting beliefs, not only the rest of the world will change and conform, but your person will also align with what you want. So the actions you need to take, the actions other people need to take, will all align with your seed, with the seed you have planted, with the seed you have impressed your subconscious mind with. So you need not worry whether this action is necessary or this action is not necessary, because it would unfold naturally. And you will, in hindsight, understand that, oh, I see. Because God's ways are greater than our ways. The universe's ways are greater than our ways. So it is almost kind of unfathomable to understand how we get from this planting the seed to our wish fulfilled. And I'm talking about the 3D reality. From the moment we plant the seed until we see it in our 3D world, it is unfathomable. And in my previous videos, I talked about not worrying about the when. Now I'm going to talk about the how. You do not need to think about the how. Generally speaking, we don't know how it's going to come about. We might think we know because of our limited mind. Our conscious mind will give us reasons and tell us that it will happen this way or it will not happen because of this and that. But you have to understand that, as I said, God's ways are greater than our ways. So what you think you know with your limited conscious mind is greater when you get to use infinite intelligence, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. It is a power far greater than we can even understand and fathom. And in hindsight, you might think, How the hell did I get from there to here? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter how. Your job, our job, is to impress the subconscious mind with our visualizations, with our affirmations, with all those beautiful techniques. But the how, the question of asking ourselves how it will come about, is completely irrelevant, because we don't need to ask this question. Why? Because when we live in the end, there's no how, there's no when, because we are living in the end. What we want is already ours right now. So there's no how, there's no when, we already have it. For our 4D reality, the reality we imagine to translate into the 3D is not up to us. That's the essence of meditation. So, when Neville Goddard talks about changing inside, that's what he meant. We change the conception of ourselves. And as I said, the rest will unfold naturally. I'll give you examples from my life. If I am fond of a particular lady, right? My mind will tell me, go for it, attack, go on the offense, text her more, try to get her attention, take actions, right? And a lot of times why I'm taking action is because I think I need to do something to get there, to get with her, to get her to be around me, to get her to hang out with me, right? And the thing is, what is my mindset here? I think I need to change the world. It's not organic, you know? Because if I picture myself with her in my imagination and I let things happen naturally, I already feel I have her, right? When I text her, there's no thoughts about am I doing it right or wrong, because it will come naturally. But oftentimes, like, because we don't want to face this predicament of having this question of should I take an action or not, when it comes to this question, it's better to say, okay, I will not take any action. Because if we are truly to believe that we already have what we want, we understand that there's no actions that are needed, right? And if the action is taken, it will be completely organically and you won't need to think twice about it. Because yes, it could be through a text where you hang out with them, through the text. Maybe you set a meeting. Or you can just do nothing and all of a sudden this person texts you. This person bumps into you. You know what I mean? So even if you text or you don't text, it doesn't matter because it will happen either way. So the more important thing is change your conception of self. So back to my example. Now I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. And what I mean is like, I can put myself in situation, but I'm not going to go this with the goal of I'm going to get something because I already have it. I'm letting things unfold. And you know what? When you think this way, it's amazingly liberating. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, you don't think about this person anymore. Because why? Because it becomes natural. This person is part of your new conception of self, of you being with this person. It doesn't matter. If I'm dating someone, if I'm with someone, if I'm hanging out casually with someone even, I'm not thinking about them all the time. I'm not thinking I have to text them all the time. And it happens, it happens. When we meet, we meet. But they're not on my mind 24/7. So that's why it's more important to change the conception of self instead of taking desperate actions. You know that you're taking the wrong action when it's based on fear and based on getting something absolutely, and more so thinking that if I do not take this action, I will not get this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, there's caveats to that. If I'm starting a YouTube channel as I'm doing, and I think, oh, I don't need to do videos, it will happen naturally. No, obviously, it's like, you still need to do videos, right? It's the same. Like if you're like, oh, I'm going to be a Muay Thai champion, but I'm not going to train. It's like, really? But the thing, what I'm trying to say is like those, when you impress your subconscious mind with who you want to be as if you already are this person, things will happen natural. I train Thai boxing and I love Thai boxing. I don't want to be a fighter. I don't want to be a champion. I want to reach a certain goal, but it comes naturally. I love training. I train more than anybody else at the gym but it's not natural to me. I love making videos. I don't need to force myself. I don't need to question, oh, I cannot do this video. If I do this video, if I don't do it, blah, blah. It comes natural. That's what I'm trying to say. Even Conor McGregor, the great Conor McGregor, and Kobe Bryant, they all talk about hard work and how they spend so much time training. And Conor McGregor talks about that's all he thought about. I'm talking about the past Conor McGregor when he was a champion, not necessarily now. Why? But those things are natural. Kobe Bryant talks about loving practicing. It's not a hard work for him because he loves it so much. Those actions, you would think like, oh, they are not good law of attraction practitioner because they take so many actions. When this action become a predicament to your manifestation, not at all. It can actually be very helpful. But those actions are aligned with who they are, with how they have impressed the subconscious mind. Their action is living in the end. They are completely aligned. I'm completely aligned when I train. I'm completely aligned when I do videos. There's no resistance. It's natural. It flows freely. And that's what I'm trying to say. It comes naturally. I have no question about should I make a video or not? Should I train or not? I don't have this kind of question. Now, every now and then I'm tired, I'm sick. I don't do anything. I don't do videos. I don't train. It's normal. I'm human. Just as well as Kobe Bryant can get sick and Conor McGregor can get sick. But still, those actions are aligned. They don't question that they are doing this because they love it and because it feels natural and organic. So you need not worry about the actions. Impress your subconscious mind and let the rest unfold by itself. The work is done inside. It's an inside job. And the better you impress the subconscious mind, the better you live in the end, and the better you get at those techniques, and when it feels natural, the rest will come organically. You do not need to force anything. Things will happen all of a sudden. I remember when I was trying to get bigger. I used to be super skinny. Now I'm pretty good. I'm like, what, 6'2", 185. I'm very, very satisfied with my proportions, with my body size, with my body weight. I'm very, very satisfied with my leanness, etc. And it took me many, many years, but I never gave up. And if I were to point out exactly what happened and what I did to make it change, I couldn't be that accurate. Why? Because, as I said, God's ways are greater than our ways. You keep doing, you keep imagining, you keep doing the actions that align with what you want to manifest. Oh, my microphone is gone. Sorry for the sound. Bad sound here, sorry. But you keep going forward, you keep persevering in living in the end. And one day, what you have pictured, imagined so many times in your 40, you look in your mirror, you look in your reality, and that's me now. Not only here, not in your mind, your imagination, but I can see it with my own eyes in the 3D. And that's what will happen. And you don't need to think twice. It's just to have a more effortless journey. So keep this in mind. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description box below. I'll gladly answer them. If you want more guidance, my coaching page is in the description box below. I'm Sebastian, Mindset, Manifestation, Meditation Coach. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm very appreciative. I'm very thankful. It helps my channel grow, and I'm very grateful. I just said that. Thank you so much anyway, and see you next time.